Well, I guess it's time for another update. I got my rotisserie. This thing is made in China, and believe me, made in China should be what they call it, not direct lift. It's a total piece of crap, but it was only $1,000, and I could pick it up in Hayward, so I saved the freight. If I had it to do over again, I'd pay $600 more and get an American-made one, because this one is just a copy of what would have been a decent one. They used all standard size metal, so all these pieces fit with so much slop. I've got 1/8 pieces of metal in here to take up all the gaps. I can't put metal in this one because it slides up and down, or in this one. This one's not important because it's so big it doesn't get much tilt. This one really gets a lot of goopy back and forth. I got that one stiffened up already. This one back here, these should be level, but there's so much slop in this piece right here that it just falls forward. I drove a couple of pieces of aluminum wedge in here, so when I turn the car back over, it should hit almost to straight, and then I will put 2 aluminum wedges in here when it's the other way around, which should stiffen this up. I welded up a couple of brackets to go down into my, I don't know if you can see this or not, they go down into where the old spring perches were, and that's what holds the car in here. This is the fender well I will be tubbing. I'll show you the other side because this car has, I presume, a factory or maybe just an aftermarket super heavy sound deadening undercoat that comes out really hard. But anyway, this one is pretty much cleaned. The other side I'll walk over to. Luckily I can get the car upside down to work on it. This is the stuff that is in here, and it is not soft. It is literally hard as a rock, pretty thick in some spots than in the others. They sprayed it all the way around the whole inside here. It took me, I guess, 1.5 hours or 2 hours to get the other side all basically scraped out. Went out and bought myself a really stiff putty knife, and using the heat gun I can get the stuff soft enough to get little inch squares of it out, prying out with the heat gun and the putty knife. But got to get it out of the way before I start tubbing the car, so I figured I would just go ahead and do it. I also have to call up the kit I bought the tubs from, because there's a piece of metal that welds in after you cut through here. There's 2 of everything in the kit except for one piece came as 1, and I require 2, so I'll have to call them and go, hey, you shorted me a piece of metal. Probably do that in an email tonight so I get some response before I need it. I'm actually going to start doing the tubs. It's Monday. I got a couple other things I want to do, clean some stuff up, but I'll probably start doing the tubs, I think, probably on tomorrow afternoon or on Wednesday. So when I start that, it'll be a good update. I did get everything out of here to finish the headliner removal, all the pieces that hold the headliner in. Got all the trim out around the rain gutters and the like. And that's where we're starting right now. So the tubs are the next major item to start working on.